We're back again with another boxing upload. So logically, because it's been a week since we checked out Top 25 Punches That Will Never Be Forgotten Part 1, I mean, it's kind of hard to do a 1 thing with a glove on, but Part 1, I decided we'd check out Part 2. So let's get into it, man. Gloves up and let's get started with this. Right, just how fucking hard are these punches gonna be, man? Harder than these 14 ounces of leather gloves that I'm holding? Oh, good shot. Sank down to the ropes. Where's part 2? Oh, good left hook. He just went bop and then buried him. I'm lucky to have the great subscriber base I have. And oh, you're welcome, man. I love boxing. Tommy Morrison and Ray Mercer are just another reason why 90s heavyweight boxing was unprecedented. The fact that these two struggled to hold a version of a world title speaks volumes. Oh, good left hook on George Foreman there. Both could punch extremely hard, and both had real championship qualities about their game. But when they clashed for the WBO title back in 1991... Oh, he went like this. Pop. Put corkscrew. Uppercut right there. Bang, bang, bang. Oh. The ref should have stopped it a lot earlier, though. Honestly. It should have been stopped a lot earlier than that. Like, you should never be allowed to punch that often. The ref should have pulled the guy off a lot sooner. A more inspirational knockout than when Danny Williams battled through a dislocated shoulder in his fight with Mark Potter in 2000. Wait, really? A dislocated shoulder? I think it's come out of his socket. Yes, look how limp it is. He can't throw it. He's not throwing at all yet. There's a problem there, definitely. Oh, he's getting teed off on. This looks a bit grim for him now. He's only using his left. Oh! Whoa! He's the fucking champ! That's amazing! Yeah, it is. That is inspirational, ladies and gents. If your right arm is out of its socket, you just power through with your left and you keep on going. Even if you got one arm left, you keep on going and you find a way to knock life out with your left on its own. My personal favorite middleweight fight ever took place in 1990. McClellan versus Jackson. Attempted to defend his WBC title. 1 loss and 2 losses. Wow, they don't have that much of a loss on their records. Oh, what a body shot. Was always going to end in a brutal KO. Oh, that was like 3 times with the same hand. That was like 3 times with the left hook. Pop, pop, pop. Oh, man. Jeez, what a shot. Blocker versus Good. But the way Courtney Blocker flattened Dominic Good in the 2015 KO of the year was picture perfect. You have to be a brave athlete on this. Oh my god, his leg. That was his leg or his cheekbone, one of the two. Oh! His head went all the way back. He went like that, like reclining on a recliner chair. Mike Tyson, of course. That was Tyson in his prime, I think. Tyson at his best when he was on a fucking destructive run through the heavyweight division. Bang! What a shot. Solid shot, but I mean, this was lower level competition because he left himself wide open. In the pro ranks, they wouldn't do that. Just another day in the office for Prime Mike. Probably was. Andre Durrell. But rarely do you see the punch come from one of the cornermen. Wait, really? The disgusting act committed by Andre Durrell's uncle after his nephew got knocked out by an illegal punch after the bell. Oh, I know where this is going. Oh! Oh shit! He went for a punch in the throat? That's wrong, man. Wrongful to do. Just shows how, like, shady boxing corner men can be at times. When you see that this was actually the 26th fastest knockout of all time, Thunder versus Grimsley.
Possibly end any faster. Check out the 13-second blowout between Jimmy Thunder and Crawford Grimsley in 1997.
He looks intimidating, man. He looks angry at him. So much for that. He was like, I'm gonna kill you. He just goes, okay. Pop. And then he's out. Oh, just bah. Finished. Knocked the spit out of him. Takes quick starting or starting fast to a whole new level, setting a high pace. 2-second knockout. Bam.
Most of you guys watching at home have seen it already, but I don't think it would be right to make a knockout reel without
Amir Khan.
2016 KO of the year.
Fast hands on him. He's got good hand speed and that's athletic ability, but I guess he just couldn't exactly take a punch
but in round 6,
as well.
turned up the volume and put the gutsy Brit.
Oh, Canelo Alvarez. This is before he fought Golovkin. Oh, sweet shot. He went that overhand right there. Pop. Bop. Oh, I'm making that the thumbnail or something. That was a solid shot. Canelo landed a great shot there, man. Look at him, he's just like, oh, am I the champ yet? It's like he was stretching.
First 15 fights was by themselves.
Tyson Fury, I mentioned I watch his fights off camera.
Landed a flush uppercut on himself during his
I haven't seen much of his older fights though. Oh really? He landed a flush uppercut on himself? I just saw it. He went, oh, oh shit, I broke my own nose. Hopkins versus Oscar De La Hoya.
Oscar De La Hoya was undoubtedly his toughest challenge yet, outside of Felix Trinidad.
Oh, that's an intimidating mask to walk, you know.
Was outboxing Oscar for the first 9 rounds, and everyone was expecting the two to battle it out to the end. But out of nowhere, Oscar went down on what appeared to be a light body blow, and many of the spectators felt it was a dive. What do you think?
Where was the shot? In slow-mo it looks like a tap, but in real time it probably felt a lot more excruciating than that, because being punched in the body, especially in the liver area, which is where that landed.
I'm fairly confident that the punch did more impact than what meets the eye.
Yeah, it probably did, to cause someone of Oscar De La Hoya's level to just slam down. He probably did get hit quite hard.
But I felt it would be an injustice to finish these videos without mentioning the unique punch held by Donovan Razor Ruddock, known as the Smash. Here's a
Hulk
what the punch looks like. Kind of like an
Smash!
he generated all these things throughout his career.
Oh, an uppercut jab, okay. Oh! Yeah, it's like a jab, uppercut, jabbercut. Upper jab. Oh! Jesus. It's got like a snap and an uppercut power behind it. Oh. Oh! Solid shot.
The greatest female knockout, hands down, came back in 2004.
Women's boxing.
6'6" Vonda Ward stepped in the ring against the legend.
6'6".
Both girls were the best fighters of the time. Only 2 losses.
It's like a giraffe looking down at an ant.
You might be surprised who
won. What? Oh my god, she's massive. Oh my god, her eyes. Oh! How the hell do you land a shot like that? Was that just precision timing? Or was it a lucky shot? Like, how?
Boxer goes to sleep. But one of the reactions to a KO happened back in 1995 when Vincent Petway landed a vicious counter left hook that sent Simon Brown to the canvas hard.
Oh yeah, that was a good hook. He thinks he's still fighting. He's like, am I hitting him? Am I doing anything?
Sticking to the theme of strange-looking faces on the canvas, it would be criminal to leave out Francisco de Jesus' look of desperation on the mat when he got brutalized by Lamar Parks in 1992.
Oof. Oh! He's kind of like, I don't know if I want to get hit like that again. I think that's just what it looks like when your eyes roll back because you've been knocked out, like, you freeze, don't you? So, I think a facial expression just freezes on your face. Tua versus Ruiz. I've seen this one before.
Everyone knew Tua was an up-and-coming power puncher, but he had only fought low-level opponents until this point. No one expected him to annihilate Ruiz this way, and I mean no one.
And John Ruiz, 225. Listed as having a reach advantage here. We'll see how he uses it.
Yeah, I still can't believe that the ref let this final shot come in a minute, this one. Oh, that shouldn't have been allowed to land. The ref should have stepped in before that happened, because he was at the right angle to do it. Yeah, it should have been stopped here. Not at that point, because that one was too hard. That punch was too much. 5 minutes? Jesus fucking Christ. I didn't know that.
Most boxing fans knew it would only be a matter of time before we saw the pound-for-pound star back in the ring. But 2 years went by,
and he's gonna get in the ring with Logan Paul, apparently.
His comeback opponent was none other than Juan Manuel Marquez. The opportunity to earn Mayweather money was far too good for Marquez to turn down, despite actively fighting 2 weight divisions below. But weights aside, this, in my opinion, was the most glorious performance of Mayweather's career. No one has ever beaten Marquez with such ease. He slipped and counterpunched.
Oh, pull back, counter right. You went, and then when he went to throw, he went under. That's smart. Just weave under, and then pop. Like the Philly shell. Oh, good crutching left there. Muhammad Ali? Yes! Keep him going onto these lists. He could.
Came crashing down in 1963 when Ali ventured to the United Kingdom to take on brave warrior Henry Cooper in what was
Oh yeah, I've seen this one. He came to England to fight Henry Cooper, the British champion, and he was being a bit cocky and taunting him. And then Henry Cooper hit him with a good left hook. He made it competitive, man. I mean, nowadays, in nowadays boxing rules, you can't be saved by the bell at any point, so if that was nowadays, Ali would have had the fight stopped on a one-punch knockout and he would have lost. If it was today's boxing rules, Ali would have lost then and there. Oh, good tactic. It's insane that he predicted fights' outcomes. Like, Ali manifested when the fight was going to be over and when he was going to win it and how. It's insane.
The trash talking done by Broner in the build-up was outrageous, to say the least, and most boxing fans were picking the 27-0 fighter to win the bout with relative ease. But you can never count out a man that possesses...
Why is he humping him? I didn't think part of boxing is to butt-fuck your opponent. I don't think you dry hump your competitor. Oh! That's what you get for humping the man from behind. Bop! Don't hump a man while you're in a boxing match. Oh, it's wobbly on those legs.
Bernard Hopkins seemed to be defying the laws of aging during his late 40s. He was beating world champion after world champion.
Oh, good hand speed, man.
But when he stepped in the ring for the last time in 2016 against Joe Smith Jr. at the age of 51...
He disqualified? But, I don't know.
You might remember the casual walk Foreman did just before he...
Yeah, I remember that shot landed last time.
Check out Jersey Joe Walcott's before landing a devastating uppercut on Ezzard Charles. It was so casual, it was like he was walking to the shop to grab a pint of milk.
That was, he even smiled, he walked towards him and he's like, okay, da-da-da-da-da, bop. It's like he walked up, he's like, da-da-da-da-da-da. I found that funny for some reason, but anyway, let's continue this.
This was actually an amazing...
Look at the way he smirks. He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Oh, bop. Just fucking slays him.
We all enjoy watching a young
Slayed like a dragon.
like
Oh, his fight against Joe Frazier. That uppercut from Foreman lifted Frazier off the canvas. The Ken Norton fight too.
For the IBF heavyweight title. Moore dominated Foreman for 10 rounds until out of nowhere,
Well, I mean, as you'd expect, because Foreman was older here, like 40 or something.
Champion of all time.
Good jabs. Michael Moore needs to go back to working.
Bang!
It's a shot.
Just shows you the impossible can happen.
That is the face
He
of
can make a
soccer.
comeback. It shows you can do anything in boxing, and one punch can change the fight.
Foreman looks up at the heavens. He is once again.
Oh,
Down
man.
knees to pray.
What a boxing story from Foreman, man.
To 2003, Roy Jones Jr. had 50 fights with 49 victories, and the only
A
loss
little wind up. Pop.
first fight with Montel Griffin in 1997.
We are being told
Oh.
Jones is going to beat
He punched him while he was down, yeah.
Just a few months later, the rematch was on, and Jones didn't waste his time, proving he was undoubtedly the best fighter in the world, pound for pound.
round for Roy Jones so far.
Roy Jones is playing the fainting game, and Griffith is benefiting by it.
Oh, leaping left hook, and he's like, I'm not hitting you while you're down this time. Not making that same mistake. Oh, wobbly legs. Yep, it was a definitive win this time. Pop.
Round knockout.
One of the most epic clashes of style came back in 1990 when the 68-0 Julio Cesar Chavez took on the 24-0.
Oh yeah, I remember this. Meldrick Taylor was winning the fight,
The 1995
and then the ref waves it off shortly before the fight was over or something.
After a grueling 12-round war, Taylor had a clear lead on 2 of the 3 judges' scorecards and just had to make it to the final bell to score a huge upset. But Chavez, being the ultimate champion he was, did his utmost best to turn the fight around.
Yeah, there's the shot that dropped him, and the ref waves it off. For really what people thought was no reason.
He probably wins the fight. Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Richard Steele stopped the fight with fewer than 5 seconds to go.
I've always been convinced
The trainer's pissed, man.
only 2 seconds stood between Taylor's glory of beating one of boxing's greatest ever champions in his prime.
2 seconds?
Unfit to continue. I guess he's got to do his job.
Wow. There was no point in ending the fight then? 2 seconds.
At number 1,
Ali versus Foreman, the Rumble in the Jungle fight, of course.
the super bout would go on to be known as the Rumble in the Jungle, and anyone who was around to watch the fight live will tell you it was something very special indeed.
Remember, this wasn't an ordinary heavyweight. This was a guy who could knock down walls.
Everybody felt that Ali was going to get hurt. This
Yeah, people thought Foreman was just invincible. I was one of them.
That George Foreman was gonna kill Ali.
Me and maybe one
I was one of the people that thought Ali wasn't going to beat him there, but
he believed
he had something in him when he was past his prime to pull out, and he could pull it off. He just wore Foreman out and exhausted him. Taking the stings off the shots with rope-a-dope tactic, blocking shots and bouncing off the ropes to take energy out of him.
To take that
Improv, man.
from a guy
He was a genius in the ring, Ali.
George, who knocked most guys
Ray
out
Leonard.
like they were rag dolls. I can't fathom taking those kind of blows from a guy who punches that hard. Those punches could crack ribs.
They really could. I was confused as to how he took them, but I guess going against the ropes takes sting out of them. Sticking his tongue out at him. Oh, what a shot. Moving backwards as well. Punching moving backwards. That's some skill.
Finally put George down.
What else can you say? He's just the greatest.
The greatest.
Beating an unbeaten 40-0, invincible killing heavyweight machine
Thanks for watching.
in his
This will
prime.
be the last part of this mini-series, so if you enjoyed it, please
It's
remember to
amazing.
like
Oh, what a
For
shot.
everyone watching this that's not subscribed already, feel free to join in with the rest of the YouTube boxing.
That's going to be the thumbnail one, the Canelo Amir Khan fight.
The greatest sport in the world.
Bang! Yeah, it is the greatest sport in the world.
Legends TV, signing off.
No doubt boxing's the greatest sport in the world, man. This was a good compilation of punches. I didn't expect some of them to be on there. The Ali ones, honestly. How could you not put the Rumble in the Jungle on there? It's one of the best comebacks in boxing history. Ali was trailing on the scorecards and being able to knock Foreman out in the later rounds. It's insane, man. That straight right hand that Canelo hit Khan with and his face went like that in the slow-mo replay. I'm gonna make that one the thumbnail. That was the best slow-mo replay shot of all of them. I enjoyed this list. I love boxing, like you said at the end of the video. The greatest sport in the world, honestly. I love it. See you next week when I do another boxing reaction, everyone. Stay safe.